Oh my god, guys, I wasn't planning on uploading anything today, hey, or this week until Saturday at all, but then I found Super Y lore. So, let's react to it. Hey, it's from a video who does a lot of these. He's kid show lore videos. Like, a YouTuber who does a lot of them. And I also think that the same YouTuber did a video where she watches Backyardigans while drunk. Now warning, this whole video, it might just end up being me looking at all this lore like, I reject your reality and substitute my own. Okay, let's get started. I see a Squishmallow in the background, by the way, lol.
Are you ready for more ramblings of a mad woman? You know what? I'm more than just mad. I'm furious.
Okay.
Butt lover. Welcome to
I forgot what this YouTuber is like.
the Athena P YouTube channel, where all the worst videos live. What you're watching is part of the lore series where we explore shows and commercials that one time that no one else is brave enough to. That's right, I watch preschool shows and point out just how odd the world is. From Special Agent Oso to Martha Speaks to Wow Wow Wubsy to Word World and...
I've gotta clarify my opinions on a few of those shows. I've actually watched Special Agent Oso in my past. Well, I know she didn't mention that, but I did see that as one of her videos, and Wow Wow Wubsy is by far one of my favorite shows when I was young. And I feel like if I were to add more cast members, Wow Wow Wubsy would be next in line.
Many, many, many more. This series is for the purpose of entertainment and for older audiences to take a trip down memory lane. So while we're talking about baby shows...
Yes! Yes! Literally me making SWR!
This series is not meant for babies. No words will be said. And worse than that, this PBS Kids show discusses books, which is
Yes, it discusses books.
apparently very controversial nowadays.
Oh, because people hate reading? Yeah, like, it was an excruciatingly long book with a plot I'm not interested in, and I will refuse to read it, but... like, even Harry Potter, like, I wouldn't read the Harry Potter books on my own, but if I was forced to, I wouldn't mind, unless it was Order of the Phoenix. That one sucks.
Perhaps I explore the world of kids shows because I'm sick of our own.
Okay, enough of that.
Today we're discussing Super Y, which aired on PBS Kids, as I said. It lasted for 3 seasons.
And is the best PBS Kids show ever made.
Totaling 103 episodes. And yes, I watched every single one. The show...
Wow, you watched them all before I could. So, as of now, I've only watched 7 episodes. 8 if you count the amount of times I've seen the pilot Three Little Pigs and YouTube Poos. And the next one I'm planning on going for is Hansel and Gretel, so stay tuned for that.
Lasted from 2007 to 2016 and was created by Angela Santomero. Now, if you don't...
Yeah. And I actually heard she was the same person who worked on Blue's Clues.
Know who Angela Santomero is? Let me just say, she is a legend. Angela Santomero did the thing, and the thing she did was co-create Blue's Clues,
Yes! The same person co-created Blue's Clues.
Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, and that plus creating Super Y, that is a fantastic resume. She was also the creator of Creative Galaxy, which let me know if you've seen. I've never seen it before, but
I've personally never seen that, and honestly, from the looks of it, I don't want to see it. Oh, and speaking of which, I also watched a little bit of Daniel Tiger, but it was probably the least interesting show out of her creations.
want to throw it out there. Before we jump into the characters and format of the show, let's discuss the Lost pilot. This pilot...
Oh, yeah, that!
It was pitched to Nick Jr. in 1999. The main character was originally called Willie, and the visuals were very different because as opposed to the CGI animation that was used in the final product, it was actually claymation, which I think looks really charming, and I wish they did this for at least one episode.
Maybe at least one episode wouldn't have hurt. But if that was the entire show, it would be like that alternate universe where my all-time favorite PBS Kids show was not Super Y, and was Lazy Town instead. Seriously. Hey, in the iShy lore, that universe exists. Where I like Lazy Town instead.
The pilot was also shown at the 2000 Annecy Film Festival, where it won Best Educational Short. Despite this, Nickelodeon never picked it up, and these stills are the only visuals we have from it. The pilot's audio, however, was found in the McMaster Library in 2021, and if you want to hear the full thing, please watch the following YouTube video from the channel Super Y Pilot.
I'm honestly not going to watch that. Mostly because in terms of SWR, I'm only watching the official stuff.
It gives thorough commentary as well if you want to read through it. I think it's very fascinating.
Oh, and by the way, I said that I was thinking about watching the Emperor's New Clothes episode. That is not possible, actually. I checked. But honestly, I'm glad. That was honestly an episode I was not looking forward to. Okay, I talked too much. Let's move on.
And for more on the actual search, I highly recommend L Supersonic Q's video. I love looking through lost media YouTubers, and I genuinely didn't know the Super Y Pilot was a thing. Who knows, maybe after I post this, more will be found. Now for the Unlost series. The only thing lost here is me, because I swear to God, the show is so much trippier than you remember.
Yeah, the show does get random. So far, I'd say the most random episode I've seen was Mother Goose, but soulfully, because, I'm gonna show this meme format from Ninjago to describe the episode. It's like, the meme is like, Alina Shy after watching Mother Goose. Come, my falcon friend, let's go find some intelligent life.
Each episode opens with a live-action shot of these kids presumably in purgatory because they're doing the same shit every time.
You've got a point! How about I say that in my lore, they just so happen to be doing the same thing every time.
Throughout these 9 years, it's just this clip. Pan to bookshelf, and holy shit, there's our main character, Short King. To me, he's like a wingless fairy.
That's just what I think.
You do got a point.
He's a jump scare, and he's only the size of my hand. His name is
I do not appreciate that clip.
Wyatt, and I cannot emphasize this enough. He is a tiny boy who lives in a bookshelf in our world. I still sometimes forget about this because after 103 episodes, you get kind of desensitized. And after a while, I started to skip the reused animation. Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't blame you. When I was watching Super Y videos to make reviews, I actually skipped the scenes that are basically the same thing every time, and I'm the ending, and I also kind of skip the parts where they actually teach you stuff because I don't need that anymore.
Also feel like the concept of these pinky-sized people would be way more cute if it was still in that claymation style from the Lost pilot.
No. Sorry. To be continued with this reaction. This video is so long. I'll just stop this recording and continue. And continue when I press re-record. You know what I mean.